This is an instructional video on how to solve for exterior angles of a triangle. To solve for an exterior angle, you are going to want to add the two inside angles, which is going to equal the outside angle. If you have an equation, make sure that you take your x equals answer and plug it back in to solve for the angle measures. For this problem, we have our triangle, and we are going to add the two inside angles, and it is going to equal the outside angle. So the 2x plus 70, and it does not matter what order they go in, as long as the outside angle is after the equal sign. So equals 4x plus 10. Now to solve the equation, we're going to combine like terms. 2x and 4x are on opposite sides, so we do the opposite operation. Instead of 4x, we do a minus 4x. 2 minus 4 is going to give us a negative 2. We're going to bring down the plus 70, and we're going to bring down the plus 10. Still combining like terms, 70 and 10 are on opposite sides, so again, we do the opposite operation. Instead of plus 70, we do the opposite, we do a minus 70. 10 minus 70 is negative 60. Our last step, when we have only two numbers left, is to divide, and we divide by negative 2. Negative 60 divided by negative 2 is 30. We get an answer of x equals 30. However, we are not finished. We have to take that answer and plug it back into our problem. So for letter D, we have 2x. So we're going to do 2 times our answer, 30. 2 times 30 is 60. D is 60 degrees. C is already listed for us at 70 degrees. And the last one, angle E, 4x plus 10. Taking our answer 30, we do 4 times 30, which is 120, plus 10, which is 130. For this problem, again, we're going to take the two inside angles and add them together, and it's going to equal the outside angle. So we have the 81 plus the 12x. Again, doesn't matter what order, as long as the outside angle, 24x plus 19, is on the opposite side of the equal sign. To solve the equation, we can go ahead and combine like terms. 12x and 24x are on opposite sides, so we do the opposite operation. Instead of 24x, we do a minus 24x. 12 minus 24 is going to give us a negative 12x. Bring down the 81 and bring down the 9. Still combining like terms, 81 and 9 are on opposite sides, so we do the opposite operation. Instead of 81, we do a minus 81. 9 minus 81 is going to give us a negative 72. Make sure you bring down that negative 12. And our last step is to divide. We divide by negative 12. Negative 72 divided by negative 12 is going to give us a positive 6. X equals 6. We have to take that answer and plug it back into each equation to solve for our angle measures. Angle T is already solved for us at 81 degrees. Angle S is 12x, so 12 times 6. 12 times 6 is going to be 72 degrees. Angle U is 24x plus 9. So 24 times our answer, 6, is going to give us 144 plus 9 for an answer of 153 degrees. Again, following our pattern for exterior triangles, we have to add the two inside angles, and it equals the outside angle. So we have 39, and we're going to add it to 2x plus 1, and it's going to equal the outside angle, 3x plus 13. When we are combining like terms, I can combine the 39 plus 1, which is going to give us 40. Bring down everything else in the problem. My next pair of like terms, 2x and 3x, are on opposite sides, so we do the opposite operation. Instead of 3x, we do a minus 3x. 2 minus 3 is going to give us a negative 1. Bring down the plus 30, bring down the plus 13. Still combining like terms, 40 and 13 are on opposite sides, so we do the opposite operation. Instead of plus 40, we do the opposite. We do a minus 40. 13 minus 40 is going to give us a negative 27. And our last step is to divide. We divide by negative 1. Negative 27 divided by negative 1 is a positive 27. Now we have to take that x equals answer and plug it back into each equation in order to solve for our angle measures. For angle J, it's already listed at 39 degrees. Angle L, 2x plus 1, we take our answer, 2 times 27 plus 1. 2 times 27 is going to give us 54, plus 1 is going to give us 55 degrees. And the last angle, K, 3x plus 13, taking our answer 27 for the x value. 3 times 27 is 81, plus 13 is going to give us 94 degrees. Still following our pattern of adding the two inside angles, and it's going to equal the outside angle. For this problem, we have 4x minus 8 plus the other angle, 3x minus 16, equals the outside angle, 95. When we combine like terms, we can combine 4x plus 3x. 4 plus 3 is 7. Bring down the minus 8, bring down the minus 16, and the equals 95. Still combining like terms, we can combine the minus 8 and the minus 16. Negative 8 minus 16 is going to give us a minus 24. Still combining like terms, 24 and 95 are on opposite sides, so we do the opposite operation. Instead of minus 24, we do the opposite, we do a plus 24. 95 plus 24 is 119. And our last step is to divide. In this case, we're dividing by 7. 119 divided by 7 is 17. We have to take that answer and plug it back into each equation. For letter F, we use our equation 4x minus 8, and we're going to use our answer 17. 4 times 17 is going to give us 68, minus 8 is going to give us 60 degrees. For letter G, 3x minus 16, using our answer 17, 3 times 17 is 51, minus 16 is an answer of 35 degrees, and angle H is already written for us, 95 degrees. Still following our pattern of adding the two inside angles to equal the outside angle, we are going to add the 5x plus 33 to the other angle, 5x plus 2, and it's going to equal the outside angle, 14x plus 3. When we go to combine like terms, 5x plus 5x is going to give us 10x. Bring down the 33 and the 2. Still combining like terms, 33 plus 2 is going to give us 35. Our next pair of like terms, 10x and 14x, are on opposite sides, so we do the opposite operation. Instead of 14x, we do the opposite. We do a minus 14x. 10 minus 14 is going to give us a negative 4. Bring down the 35 and the equals 3. Still combining like terms, 35 and 3 are on opposite sides, so again, we are doing the opposite operation. Instead of plus 35, we do a minus 35. 3 minus 35 is a negative 32. And our last step is to divide. We divide by negative 4. Negative 32 divided by negative 4 is going to give us a positive 8. But we are not finished. We have to take that answer and plug it back into each equation. For angle x, we plug it back into the equation 5x plus 33. 5 times our answer 8 is going to give us 40. 40 plus 33 is 73. For angle y, we're going to take our answer and plug it back into the equation 5x plus 2. So 5 times 8 plus 2. 5 times 8 is 40, plus 2 is 42 degrees. The last angle z, we plug it into the equation 14x plus 3. 14x times 8 is going to give us 112, plus 3 is going to give us 115. For this problem, we're going to continue with our pattern of adding the two inside angles to equal the outside angle. We have a negative 17x minus 1. We're going to add that to the other angle, a negative 10x plus 17. And it's going to equal the outside angle, negative 32x plus 1. When we combine like terms, negative 17x plus negative 10x is going to give us a negative 27x. Bring down the minus 1 and the plus 17. Still combining like terms, negative 1 plus 17 is going to give us 16. Our next pair of like terms, negative 27 and negative 32x, are on opposite sides, so we do the opposite operation. Instead of a negative 32, we do the opposite. We do a plus 32. Negative 27 plus 32 is going to give us a positive 5x. Our next pair of like terms, 16 and 1, are on opposite sides, so we do the opposite operation. We do a minus 16. 1 minus 16 is negative 15. And our last step is to divide. We divide by 5. Negative 15 divided by 5 is a negative 3. We have to take our answer and plug it back into each equation. For letter Q, we're using the equation negative 17x minus 1. Negative 17 times 3 is going to give us 51. 51 minus 1 is going to give us 50 degrees. For letter P, negative 10x plus 17, again using our answer, negative 3. Negative 10 times negative 3 is going to give us 30. 30 plus 17 is going to give us 47 degrees. And our last angle R is negative 32x plus 1, using our answer, negative 3. Negative 32 times negative 3 is going to give us a positive 96. 96 plus 1 is going to give us 97 degrees. For this problem, we're taking our two inside angles and adding them together to equal the outside angle. We have 18x minus 2 plus the other inside angle, 76, to equal the outside angle, 36x plus 2. We start by combining like terms, the minus 2 and the plus 76. The minus 2 and the plus 76 is going to give us a positive 74. Our next pair of like terms, 18x and 36x, are on opposite sides, so we do the opposite operation. Instead of a positive 36x, we do a minus 36x. 18 minus 36 is going to give us a negative 18x. Still combining like terms, we do the opposite operation. Instead of a plus 74, we do the opposite. We do a minus 74. 2 minus 74 is negative 72. And our last step is to divide. We're going to divide by negative 18. Negative 72 divided by negative 18 is going to give us an answer of x equals 4. But we're not finished. We have to take that answer and plug it back into each equation. For letter L, we have 18x minus 2. So 18 times 4, which is going to give us 72, minus 2 is 70. Angle M is already solved for us, 76 degrees. And for angle T, we have 36x plus 2. So 36 times our answer 4 is going to give us 144 plus 2, which is 146. Same pattern and formula of solving our problem is to add the two inside angles to equal the outside angle. So we take our 4x minus 26, we add it to the 5x plus 3, and it's going to equal the 7x plus 7. To combine like terms, 4x plus 5x is going to give us 9x. Bring everything else in the problem down. Still combining like terms, negative 26 plus 3 is going to give us a negative 23. Bringing everything else in the equation down. Our next pair of like terms, 9x and 7x, are on opposite sides, so we're going to do the opposite operation. Instead of 7x, we do a minus 7x. 9 minus 7 is going to give us 2. Still combining like terms, 23 and 7 are on opposite sides, so we do the opposite operation. Instead of minus 23, we do the opposite, we do a plus 23. 7 plus 23 is going to give us 30. And our last step is to divide. We divide by 2. 30 divided by 2 gives us an answer of 15. In our last step, we take each equation and plug our answer into it to solve for the angle measure. For angle C, we use the equation 4x minus 26. So 4 times our answer, 15. 4 times 15 is going to give us 60. 60 minus 26 is going to give us 34. For angle Y, 5x plus 13, plugging our answer in, so 5 times 15, which is going to give us 75. 75 plus 13 is going to be an answer of 88 degrees. And the last angle L, 7x plus 7. So we plug in our answer, 7 times 15, which gives an answer of 105, plus 7, for a final answer of 112 degrees.